Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Thursday Night with Pineapple, the Royal Blossom Podcast. I'm your host, Terrence Ramsey, aka Mr. Pineapple. Oh man, we out here in Tampa. It's hurricane season. We're in the middle of a Category 2, Category 3 hurricane, okay? We out here throwing hurricane parties. There's been people going to the liquor store, people going to the grocery store losing their minds. There's no water on the shelf, okay? So we got all our supplies and stuff. So we don't worry about hurricanes. We down here. We don't flee the scene. We don't go to other states. We just stay inside, vibe, fellowship, and have a good time. So, with that being said, this live is going to be very interactive and it's going to be fun and entertaining. While everybody's inside, we're going to be able to do some things or whatever and have some fun or whatever. So, yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a couple of updates and things that we can do as far as what we're going to be doing as far as this live. So, I'm going to give you a couple of things that's going on with Royal Blossom. So Royal Blossom is going through some changes right now as far as different lines and product launches that we're doing. So we're working on a brand launch, okay? Not necessarily like a introductory launch, but something with a new collection is coming out that we're going to be using for Fashion Week, Milan/Paris, and some things that we're going to be using for Orlando. So what we're going to be able to do is start a pre-order for that, and we're getting rid of all the inventory that was from the last few years. We're going to be able to get rid of that. Also, right now is a 40% discount on all old inventory. Go to the website www.royalblossomcommunity.co, so you'll be able to get some shorts, some swimwear. I got some tank tops, but they're not on the website, but you'll just have to see me in person, get all that stuff, making room for inventory, and we're going to have a great time. So there's things that I was seeing with Fashion Week. Fashion Week is looking real good. I'm talking about the footage that I'm sitting there looking at for Orlando. We're going to have a great time once we go out there. So what we're doing is working with our suppliers and talking to them about, the prototypes and the things that we're going to be showcasing, man. The suppliers are even excited because they didn't know that I had these type of designs in my arsenal. So without further ado, so we're going to go ahead and get on with the podcast. So we're streaming from LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So like, share, and subscribe to Royal Blossom Company, Royal Blossom 2018. So on Instagram, we have a new Instagram page called the Royal Blossom Podcast, aka Thursday Night with Pineapple. Okay. So without further ado, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce our guest. This guy, I've known him for a while now. He's doing some great things in the community. He's all over Tampa doing things. Every time I sit there and open up social media, man, he got something new going on. He puts on a lot of different things that people that can gravitate to as far as he knows how to rally people together with his space, and he has some new developments in here. So I'm going to go ahead and let him talk about that. So without further ado, let's introduce Mr. Justin Mitchtell. What's up, brother?
What's up? How y'all doing? How are you doing?
I'm amazing, man. I'm refreshed, man. I'm excited. What about you, man? How you doing?
I'm excited too.
Yeah, man. So tell the audience who you are, where you from, and what do you do?
So I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, but I've been in Tampa, Florida since I was 9. So I just tell people I'm from Tampa. Um, what I say when it comes to what I do whatever it takes to pay those bills. But hey, if you need somebody to cut grass, I'm there too. But I have event spaces, well in the event space now, and I also have a boxing for fitness facility right now. Mhm.
Okay. So how long have you been in the event space business?
I've been in the event space business for about 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, in
And
Brandon.
what's the name of your business?
Events on Kingsway.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And where are you located?
1263 Kingsway Road, Brandon, Florida.
Right in Florida. Okay, so you right there on the outskirts. So you just in the east side of Tampa. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you had this thing for 7 years,
Mhm.
and how's business been for you for the event space?
So it's off and on. I mean, you have your dry seasons. That's why you always got to save money because them bills still come on the first.
They do.
Um, but it's picking back up. Meeting new people, going to different networking events in the area, trying to meet new faces, and
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your event hall. What kind of events do you host, and do people book? So what's the process of booking?
So right now, we're changing up our booking system, but the way to book, we just send you an email. I'm super black and white, so it's cut and dry. You would send me your email address, and I'll send you a contract, and then I go through QuickBooks for the payment process.
Okay,
Yep, yep, yep.
that sounds good. That sounds good. So, do you do you is the maximum time to book a this session?
Yeah, so right now we have a 7 hour block. So we give you 2 hours to decorate, 4 hours for your event, and 1 hour to break down.
Okay.
And usually we have events ends around 11 p.m. out by 12 a.m. because the evil come after 12 a.m. So we try to keep it there because everything gets a little crazy.
Okay. Okay. So like for example, let's say if I wanted to book something like maybe from 12 to 4, and I have 2 hours prior to set up and then an hour to break. So all of that build together.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. And if anybody needed more time, what would you do if you needed more time?
It's just a little extra cost. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing major. Yeah, so I try to keep the prices down. That way people can still, enjoy their time and because so a lot of times people think that they're going to have a lot of people to help them decorate, so they might count on 5, 20 people, 5 to 10, 15, and one might show up. So I'm very lenient in that aspect because I understand.
Okay.
Yep, 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 yep.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. So have you ever had any issues happening at your event?
As far as
Like any type of like miscommunications, like maybe something like some type of like issue broke out or anything?
that's probably 68% of the time. So when you own an event space, your diffuse mechanism has to be in 1,000% of the time because people don't read contracts. You know, they'll sign it. They'll sign it. You can tell them to their face. You can have them sign it again, re-sign it, say it again, then sign it and re-sign it. Have Jesus look over it and re-sign it, and then they'll still have some type of issue. So you just try to minimize them as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I had to teach myself, Justin. They're not disrespecting you. It's just human nature to try to bend rules. So yes, it happens mostly every time. Events do go smooth, and when they do, it's like a breath of fresh air. But yeah, you have
Got
to be prepared for that.
got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So what would you say in your contract that people have a problem the most?
It's not that the drinking and smoking outside in front of the building.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that. But other than that, they agree to everything.
Okay. So
Mhm.
let's say if I want to like host an event at your place, and I wanted to have some drink there, like some
Right.
drink, like
Some drink.
some drink.
I
Okay,
got you.
I won't help. I won't do that because I don't know people unless it's
Right.
like intimate circle. But they want to have some drink. So what would be the issue about
Oh, just keep it inside. You know, that's it. You know, open container is real. Like it's not, people make it seem like you made the rule. It's the law. So it's not, you know, you can't, and it's in a plaza too. So it's not, you know, like a standalone building or something of that nature to where you might be able to get away with it if, a law enforcement drove by. But so we just tell them, hey, keep all drinks inside. And if you do happen to smoke, take it to your car. That's it.
and they
That's
can't
it.
follow those directions, can they?
No, no, no. It got to the point to where, because, you have an attendee on the premises. So you just have someone, working the door, opening the door, making sure everyone okay. Um, so it gets to the point when I do it, I always make a joke. I'll say, man, I got about 10 kids I have to take care of. Even though I'm lying. I just, hey, feel bad for me. Just so you can follow these rules, brother. you know. So yeah, you got to make a joke because people don't like to be told what to do. Um, so I try to just minimize problems, keep the ego outside.
Yeah, it's funny how I see like different people have different events in plazas. A lot of times, event
Yeah.
spaces do be in plazas, and
Hmm.
it's not just you; it's just the whole plaza. Rules and
Right.
you have to follow, and a lot of
Right.
people thinking like, yeah, that's your business, but we got somebody to answer to too. So a lot of times people don't think that business owners don't have people that do because they own their own business. They do.
Right. Right.
So it's about having that self awareness um, and accountability to where people. This is somebody who makes a business. They can, if you want them to continue to still serve you, you got to follow the rules just like he has to follow.
Right. And you know what? It's funny because and also a lot of times people don't understand. So let's say somebody's smoking and drinking outside. But then you have a family that don't smoke and drink outside, drive past your place of business, and they want to rent from you too. They're going to think, oh, what type of business are they running? So then you might lose out on potential customers because someone else not following the rules, So you have to always think about like both ways. And sorry, I'm sweating. I'm in my garage because the storm's going on.
All good. You all good. We working through it.
There it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say? What would you say some of your price points are when somebody's booking an event with you?
So I try to stay in the middle. So right now, the price point that I've seen, because you got to do your due diligence and price check other event spaces. So they're around 1,000 and up, right? So you don't want to go too low because that if you go too low,
No,
that's when
that's
the riffraff comes.
right. Them people that
No,
got bottles like this and they're gonna be out.
exactly. When my price was like that, the Douce was outside and I was picking up chicken wings and and so when I brought it a little up, when I found that happy medium, that controlled that aspect, and stuff like that. But so I'm around 875 for the 7 hours. And what's included in that is the tables and chairs also.
Tables and chairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
Right.
That's good. That's not bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's
And a
okay.
lot of event spaces, they'll give like 1 hour, um, 1 hour for setup, and the space isn't even as big as mine because my space fits 85 people sitting.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
85 people. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's intimate. That's intimate. That's
Right.
intimate. So that's more of a personal. I
Right.
like.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely want to go ahead and get some events started with you too. And I got things that I want to do as far as some launches and stuff. So that'll be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Is there a different price between the weekend and the weekday?
Yes. So actually, on Fridays and Sundays is 10% off of the 875.
Okay.
Yep. And during the week it's 65 an hour during the week, Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
So actually, we do a lot of micro weddings. So you know how when people go downtown, they get married and stuff like that. We have a $500 deal to where if they can invite up to 40 people, they get linen, they get the chairs, they get the tables. They have a 4 hour increment. They have the um, the pastor there to marry them, the officiant, and things of that nature too.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Like that. That's not bad. That's
Yep.
not bad. Like
Oh,
that.
you hear that rain out there?
Yeah, man. That rain, that wind blowing, boy. That's why I
Yeah,
was
it is.
thinking.
I hear it at
Hear
at the
stuff
garage
all
door.
outside. I'm like, man, that's
Yep.
crazy. Yeah, this is hurricane. This is what we
Yep.
in for.
Yep.
So yeah, man. So I think you answered this question about rate. So when you clean up, the
Hmm.
cleanup rate, you say it's only an hour to clean up.
Yeah, because you know that's a fast thing. All they have to do is just throw all their trash in the trash can. I'm very anal when it comes to mopping, so I don't allow anyone to mop my event space outside of me. You know, it's just a certain way I like it done. So they don't have to mop. I mop myself. They would just have to put all their trash in the trash can. I throw the trash out also.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they just have to throw their trash out. Make sure everything is intact. Do they get sweet too?
Sweet, yes. Hmm.
Sweet. Okay, fair
Yeah.
deal. Oh, that's not a bad deal. That sounds like a good deal, audience.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty cut and dry. Pretty cut and dry. You know, I'm a very calm, easy guy. So we respect the place. All is well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you take like deposits for for damages or anything like that too?
So deposits is 200. $50 goes to the attendee. So it's technically 150, and that goes back to you after your event. So if something's broken or a rule isn't followed, then I mean obviously that deposit's gone. But that's basically the security blanket, so everyone makes sure that their event is following protocol.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, I just was curious about that because I've seen other event halls that do that, and they won't even give you that window. Some of them it's like you need a 4 hour event. They want you to clean up by that time, or they'll start billing you. That's
No,
kind
I agree, and see, that's why I priced it the way I do because I love people to create memories. Life is short. Let's spend this time that we can together, but let's also make sure we respect each other and respect the facilities. So that's what why I do things the way I do them. So I have a lot of meetings with whoever rents the building.
of.
We talk for a while so we can have a clear understanding, you know. And
Okay,
if you break that, then that's just what it is.
okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Good evening, Denise. Good evening, me. And Denise got a question. She said, "How far in advance do you recommend booking an event space?"
That just depends if the space isn't booked. So if we're not booked on a Friday and you wanted to call today, then and if it's available, you can book then.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sound like. Well, is there any specific time windows that you don't go past as far as the event being
Just
open?
just 12 a.m. I don't go past 12 a.m. I
Okay,
used to back in the day, and it's just for some reason when 12 a.m. hits, it just I don't know. You know, and I've tried it several times. You know, oh come on, bro, like just let it go past. I'm like, okay, cool. No, you got people in the parking lot playing drums, standing on top of cars rapping. I promise you, I'll send you a video after this. I'm telling you, it's something about 12 a.m. I don't know if the moon gets a little higher or a little lower, you know. But yeah, so I end everything out by 12 a.m. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause you
yeah,
know, usually like formal events, they don't go past that time anyway. So
right,
yeah,
right.
y'all what you I've seen your event. Oh, I've been up there. It looks very nice.
Oh yeah,
It's up more of like an upscale thing. So you wouldn't. That makes perfect sense. So you know what makes sense go past 12 because the type of events that I know that you have the ability to host
right.
with they go by 10, 11. About
Yeah,
that.
exactly, exactly.
About 7 to 11. Yep.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny though. That and it's funny when you go to the inner city, you see that a lot in the city. People doing
Nope. When I first started, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. It was quite an experience. I'm talking about people shooting dice. When I let it go past 12, all I can do is shake my head.
that.
I'm talking about shooting dice. You, hey, if you want me to go there, I'll go there. I'm trying not to, but you know,
Go
you want
ahead.
to.
We got time. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, you know, it's what I always say, um, because you know, a lot of people when you hear a lot of stereotypes about different cultures and different races and things of that nature, uh, you really judge them off of what you don't know or haven't experienced as a business owner. So, what I always tell people, own a business to where you have to deal with multiple personalities. And then you might you might understand the world a little bit more, you know. And that's what I'll just say to that. You know, it's yeah, you learn real quick that okay, yeah. You'll learn real quick, brother.
Yeah, I can relate to that because as a designer, you got to deal with different personalities with you
Yeah.
know factories, shippers, people that you're talking to overseas. Also,
Yep.
you dealing with different people who will go to events. You just dealing with all kinds of different personalities, especially with the model. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So you gotta
And then you kind of even and this is another thing. When when you own a business, you have to learn how to say no. You have to learn how to say no. You know, you can't go in there with a giving heart, even though you want to. You have to run your business like a business. Because what I always say, you know, yes don't pay bills. Yeses don't pay bills. So you have to stick to your guns. Um, don't let anyone make you feel bad, you know, that you said no. And it's not going to work. If it doesn't fit your business model, if it doesn't fit, you know, what you're trying to do, don't do it because you're going to save yourself a lot of headache, a lot of headache. But
Yeah,
yeah, not yeah,
he ain't lying because
yeah.
I used to do that when I first moved out here to Tampa.
Mm. Yep.
Every event, all this stuff. I'm like, it got it gotta make sense and it's gotta be profitable for your time. And
Yep.
it has to be a mutual benefit. It can't be just always, it's benefiting the other side, and then it leave you in a hole and destitute and stuff. So
Yep.
that makes perfect sense.
Yep. I'm in my garage, man. I'm sweating like a pig.
It's all good. It's all good. And he was supposed to be he was gonna show you how the event center, but power went out, man.
Yeah, just the hurricane and took the power out.
Took the
The
power.
whole plaza.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So do you have more than one location or anything like that, or just that one location?
I had two, so I just closed. So I had two locations in the same plaza.
Oh,
Right. So, and I just shut one down probably 4 months ago. It just became too much, you know. When you try to hire employees, people not showing up, and you got to be at two event spaces at the same time. It got to where I wasn't spending time with my children. And I love being a father. I put them first. Um, when your daughter calls you and say, "Daddy, you need to figure something out and spend more time with us," that kind of hurt me a little bit. Um, and it's not that I didn't do my due diligence and try to hire people. You know, when I first found out the event was going on months prior to, it's just something always has to happen to where they don't show up, or if they do, they allow people to do everything they're not supposed to do because they don't care, even though cameras is there too. Um, so then I had to start being at every event by myself, working both doors, running back and forth. So I said, you know what? It's either time with your children or you got to shut one down. So I shut one down. Yeah.
man, that's important, man. That's an executive decision. That's some
Yeah.
decisions a lot of people don't understand behind the scenes. So this is one of the things that's behind the scenes, and a lot of people like, man, why they close down? Yeah, a lot of problems behind the scenes.
Right. Yeah.
Problems that most people don't understand. Business owners go through
Yeah.
a lot of underlying conditions.
Yeah. And another thing that might help someone out that's looking into getting into um, event spaces, don't open up something off of someone else's talent. So that means I'm not a decorator, you know, I'm just a businessman. So if I see an opportunity somewhere, I'm going to take it. But, you know, it didn't work out that way. So work off of your own accord. Don't open up something off of someone else's talent. If you're not working that business, especially when you're starting out, because, if you're like me, I don't come from money everything I get from shoveling snow or shoveling dirt. Um, you know, if you're fronting the bill, especially don't open up something if you can't do it yourself. So I'm not a decorator. I've learned to decorate, but I do minimal stuff. Chair covers, slap a table cover on, put a candle in that joint. That's the level of my expertise. So yeah, so that's just my advice when it comes to that.
Yeah, yeah. Elaborate on that a little bit more. Also, we was talking about that in the book, the class. I think it's the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki was talking about the difference between. No, it was a second chance. Talking about generalists and specialists. A person that generalizes, like, I got this event space, but you have like people who specialize in decorating, event planning. Got somebody who serves food, beverage, liquor, all that stuff. Understanding how to outsource the stuff that you able to do at the basic level, intermediate level, but sports shipping the responsibilities to people who specialize in it.
Yeah.
They could, and it leverages more of your time to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to stretch yourself too thin as a business owner doing everything. You just gotta look for the right people, and how you find the right people is being at high quality events, higher end events.
Yeah.
I mean, events that you got to pay a couple of dollars to get in. You find
Yeah.
some quality in there.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, man. I think everybody did. I think Denise, she answered a couple of the questions. She asked a couple of the questions that I asked. Um. Yeah, man. Yeah, we went through those questions pretty quick.
Oh.
So let me ask you something. I know you got you recently opened up a fitness gym. So tell everybody about your fitness gym.
Yeah, so my fitness gym is called Boxing in a Box. It's a boxing for fitness facility, but it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid type gym. Our ladies, we like, they like. I said we. They like to work on their glutes, the legs, um, chest, everything. So just think about hit style, but including boxing in it. So I have a class that's called Power Surge. That's all weightlifting, um, plyometrics, and things of that nature. And we also have our boxing side. And what I always tell people, the difference between my boxing gym and any others. Um, Even though it's in a group setting, it's still individualized to you. So you also learn how to defend yourself, but while having a good time in class. And it's a family environment. People bring their kids, and we just have a great time getting after it. And it's right behind Midtown. It's 3416 West Main Street. Boxinginabox.com.
Okay, yeah, that's the events. I wasn't sure what Denise was asking, which location, but yes, okay, yeah, that's cool. So what time is your classes usually start?
So our classes vary. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. and 5:45 p.m. We also have a youth program. Yeah, I didn't talk about that. So I have a nonprofit called A Fighter's Chance.
Okay,
Um, so we have open gym, and it's free for military vets that are suffering from PTSD, active law enforcement because we're losing a lot of them due to self-inflicted injuries, and we need to take care of those who take care of us, um, and we also have for mental disabilities also. So a fighter's chance, and we're just here to save lives.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that sounds good, man. Sunshine asks, are you open on the weekend?
Yes, Saturdays right now until we build the clientele. Saturday we have a class at 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. Yep,
Okay,
and it's all online too at boxinginabox.com.
okay.
Yep.
Is there do you now when you do your gym? Is there a membership or is there how does it work?
Yes, so we have different membership options. We have memberships to where if you want to come 5 times a month, 3 times a month, we have unlimited classes also. So when you go to the site, you click on classes, and it'll show you all the breakdown of the classes, prices, and they'll also
My man done got frozen. You gotta give him a second. He done froze. He done froze up a little bit. And he in mid stride in his sentence too. You know how you all the way mid stride in your sentence, and then you freeze like that. That means what he was
yeah,
saying.
the phone
Before.
froze.
Go ahead.
I'm like, oh man, it froze.
Yeah, yes, sir. Now, what were you saying before you froze?
So I'll just start over because I don't know where I froze at. But so if you want to learn about our classes and the times, And the pricing, you go on boxinginabox.com, you click on classes, and it'll have all the information you need on the website also.
Okay, that sounds good. Denise said a gym and an event space. Yes, Denise, he has a gym and an event space. He has both. Let's see. Do you have a personal trainer?
Yes, I do. I have three that's at the facility right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's the bad weather. Yep, it could be
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
And she said, "Thank you." Yeah, yes,
No problem.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. This man is versatile. He on both
Yeah.
sides of the spectrum. He on east side. You want to put your elegant events. You
That's
want
it.
to work out, get swole. You come to the
Yes.
west side.
Uh-oh,
Yep.
it froze again.
You froze again. No, you good. Okay, you good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the weather is a little bad because
Yeah.
it's yeah, that wind out there real.
Yeah, no, it's getting crazy. They said it was going to hit around this time anyway.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
We said hopefully Pop will post your link. Man, I always post the information after the live. I don't know what she's talking about.
I appreciate you. She on it. I like it.
I
Let's go,
like that.
champ.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, she said Sunshine said that you are around the world. You all around the world. You're on both sides of town.
Hey, have to be.
Nee
Have to
said
be.
Nee sees the weather. And
Yeah.
all, yeah, they really interested today. Yeah. So yeah, so that's a good deal, man. I'm thinking about signing up for a class too, man. I'm on that side
Let's
of
go,
town.
champ.
So, yes, sir. Let's
Let's
go ahead
go.
and get old, get big like you.
Hey, everybody can't do it. Ugh.
Everybody can't do it. So how long is your
Oh man,
class?
let me show my Events on Kingsway shirt. Where is it?
Yep, you got the other side. There it is. You gotta change the camera. There it is.
Yeah, yes, oh, there you go.
All
Oh,
right.
there it is. There it
There
is.
it is. So if you want to book your event, so you go to www.eventsonkingsway.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Denise, do you see this? Nee, put it in the chat. Can you put the address in the chat too, Nee? That's good. That is good. That is good. So how long does your classes usually last? An hour and a half, 30 minutes?
An hour.
Hour.
An hour, yep. So it's funny because a lot of people don't know. Your body depletes after 45 minutes. So that extra 15 minutes, your body's kind of working against itself. A lot of people don't know that because your body's like a machine, so it's like a defense mechanism. It doesn't want to burn anything after that amount of time, but you will continue to burn, calories throughout the day, especially with hit and boxing.
Okay.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
when you say after past 45 minutes, is that a good thing or a bad?
No, it's a good thing. I mean, you always want to push yourself as far as you can, but your body kind of starts working against itself after a certain amount of time of physical activity.
The second location, need a second location if you can't see with the first one. Okay, cool. That works. You
Oh yeah,
say every day, Monday through Friday. You got classes in the morning. You got
and
classes.
at night.
You got
Yep,
anything in the midday?
I do. So that is at noon. I'm sorry. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's at 11 a.m. We have a class also on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay, that's the address to box. Okay, here you go. What's going on? Nisa, I ain't seen you in the chat in a little minute. You get the information. It is. That sounds good.
Oh
That sounds
yeah.
good, man. So yeah, man. So how do they get in contact with you if they want to make it? And can you tell people your social media and everything?
Yeah, so Events on Kingsway is on all social media platforms. Um, and for the fitness facility, It's Boxing in a Box on all social media platforms. The business number is 813-309-6868. That is Justin with Boxing in a Box and events on Kingsway at 813-39. Nope, I'm giving you my real number. 309-6868. There you go. I love it.
Yep, I found them on Instagram. The
There it
box.
is.
Yep, I just followed.
I just see it just pop up.
Yes, sir. Oh, these people getting swole up in this gym.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He the real deal, boy. That sounds good, man. Sound like we done, man. I'm like, you went through this. This has been fun and interactive. Everybody sees where you at. If you want to book him,
Yeah.
follow him on all social media platforms. He gave your number. For those who watch the replay, at Justin Mitchell, he hit you up. He'll respond.
Oh
He
yeah.
got bid space is clear, clean. Like I said, he's flexible. And, y'all negotiate the terms and conditions from there. He has a gym on the west side, in the box. You want to go there and get worked out? He going to hook you up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So,
Do it.
till next week, thank you for tuning in with Thursday Night with Prime. We're going to also be back here at the same time, 7:30. We're going to have, of course, all the guests are always you in for a special treat next week. So, come on through, like, share, subscribe to the Royal Block on YouTube. Follow us at Right Brain Close on Instagram and IG. Instagram and Facebook is Royal. So until then, over and out.
All right, man. See you later, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.